Hello everyone, Tufluent here, bringing you my first impressions of Wartales, currently in early access as of the date of this video. I'm going to do my best to keep this succinct and focus on 5 general areas of the game. 1. Game overview. What's the current status of the game and the general premise? 2. World and game navigation. What does the world and game navigation feel like and look like? 3. Combat overview. A high-level look at the combat system. 4. Character progression. What sort of progression exists for characters in the game? 5. Character customization. What level of customization can you have for characters beyond the progression system? First, game overview. Wartales entered public early access on December 1st, 2021. It has been tagged as an open-world, medieval, role-playing, turn-based strategy game. At this time, it is a single-player game. Originally released as a pure open-world game with enemy scaling based on your party, rather than zone, a recent community update as of February 9, 2022, added a second option, region-locked scaling. In theory, and early application, you could choose for the game to be purely open world or provide more of a linear zone progression, where the difficulty is locked to specific regions. Your purpose is to build a party, earn crowns, and survive to be the last one standing, so to speak. Early on in my game time, I have found the crafting system to be fairly robust for this type of game, especially the blacksmithing, where a minigame allows you to have some control over the quality of items. Second, world and game navigation. Your travels in Wartales will be done using an overland map, which you will move across locating different points of interest, complete contracts, and find random encounters. Cities are located throughout regions and can be assessed once you're able to travel there. Where some turn-based games have you using some sort of interface to decide on your contracts, giving a procedural feel to the navigation, Wartales offers an opportunity to roam a beautiful landscape at your own risk. At the time of early access, there are 3 different regions to explore, but the current roadmap for the game has 2 new regions planned for by the end of summer. Different locations you find on the map, such as farms or towers, may allow for lockpicking opportunities, giving you an additional means for wealth. Other locations, such as mines, offer up valuable resources for your crafting needs. Crypts await you further into the game, offering a risk-reward choice for your party. Third, combat overview. The combat of Wartales is completed on a grid-style map, with your party turns sprinkled in with the enemy. On your turn, you can choose which of your party members gets to go, allowing the combat to offer a fluid and dynamic feel. There are a multitude of abilities in the game, some coming from character progression, while others coming from specific weapons. The differing skills allow for experimentation and different strategies to implement while fighting to survive. These skills range from buffs, debuffs, and battlefield control, with plenty of damage thrown in. Personally, I find the combat smooth and enjoyable. Big hits feel rewarding, and a misstep in tactics can be quite costly. You can even capture animals from the wild and have them fight for you, though they are AI controlled. Fourth, character progression. As your party roams the land and brings about pain, justice, and perhaps some chaos to its inhabitants, what sort of progression do they experience? Well, experience points is the focus of the progression system, with specific levels achieved allowing for either a specialized class choice, passive buffs, or active abilities. This is all determined by the specific levels and what they provide for each character. In addition, there are also aptitude points that may be increased each level. You use these aptitude points to increase one of 6 attributes: strength, dexterity, constitution, movement, willpower, and critical hit. This comes with a bit of a catch. At each level, only 3 of these attributes are available for you to increase, and the game dictates that. However, to potentially help with that bit of a restriction, out of the 3 attributes you will get an option to choose, 2 of them will be increased at a base rate, while the third is boosted, in a way. Finally, character customization. While progression focuses on how the strength of our characters increase, customization looks at how different we can make our party members. In Wartales, the customization comes down to your specialized class choice, but different weapons also offer a way to change one character over another. 3 different classes allow the use of 2-handed or 1-handed weapons. Simply, this choice changes how the character is played to be the most effective. When you equip a weapon, it dictates the standard attack action used. A bow, for example, has several different standard attack actions, so the specific type of bow will dictate what the regular attack is. Of course, where you place your aptitude points will also help to make 2 characters of the same class feel and play differently. In all, this is a game I cannot stop playing. It feels like a very basic and gritty open-world game where all you want to do is live with the party you choose. But in reality, I don't find it basic at all. There's a lot going on in this game beyond the fights. World skills, exploration, crafting, taking prisoners, feeding your party, etc. The game feels like a glacier. You only get to see a small part of it on the surface. These impressions are simply my early thoughts on the game. Your experience and mileage may vary with the game. This impression is only one perspective, mine. If you've played the game, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Feel free to ask whatever questions you may have, and I will do my best to answer them in the comments.